students and viewers at home. You are once more welcome to St. Charles Online Teaching and Learning. This is English Department. My name is Mrs. Ngozi Tesi Obidi. We are going to look at Oral English for Junior Secondary School, and the topic is Introduction to Oral English. Let us look at the specific objectives. By the end of the lesson, students should be able to 1. Define organs of speech. 2. Identify organs of speech. 3. Explain the function of each organ. 4. Define speech production. 5. Identify and name each of the 44 speech sounds. 6. Pronounce each speech sound. Definition of Oral English. Oral English is also called phonetics. It is the study of the sounds made by human voice in English speech. Note that we have 3 aspects of English studies, namely grammar, oral English, and literature in English. Oral English teaches us how to pronounce the words studied in grammar and literature. Research has shown that mastery of both spoken and written forms is very important for proper language use. Remember that in the process of language learning, one learns to speak before one thinks about writing. Jimson states that written form is an attempt to reflect the spoken form. Hence, the need for oral English in English language learning and speaking. Let us look at the organs of speech. Organs of speech are parts of the body in the head, mainly used for articulation, that is production of speech sounds. You call it articulation, production, or pronunciation of speech sounds. The process of speech production starts from the lungs. The lung is inside the body, which serves as the powerhouse of speech production. This is where the air flows. The organs of speech, you can see the diagram. Look at the diagram very well, then listen to me. Let us look at the organs of speech well. The organs of speech along the throat modify the sounds according to the message which the speaker wants to send. The vocal cords, velum, hard palate, alveolar ridge, teeth, lips, and the tongue help to produce different speech sounds as the airstream flows from the lung. The tongue is described as the most active articulator, that is, the chief articulator, because it can, and in contact with other organs of speech, create a total or partial obstruction during the production of English consonants. On the other hand, its distance from the top of the oral cavity influences the quality of the vowel. The organs of speech continues. Speech sounds of English are produced only when the airstream flows out of the lung. Larynx modifies the sounds as the airstream flows from the lung. This depends on the state of the glottis, that is the space. The vocal cords placed edge to edge narrows the glottis through which the airstream flows, therefore it vibrates, or they vibrate. The sounds produced during the vibration are called voice sounds. When the vocal cords are drawn apart to let the airstream pass through an open glottis without making the vocal cords vibrate, the speech sounds which are produced are called voiceless sounds. Note that vowels are voiced sounds, while consonant sounds are voiceless sounds, as well as voiced, depending on the state of the glottis during its production. We continue with the organs of speech. 2 channels are created further up by the air, one to the oral cavity, I mean the mouth, and the other to the nasal cavity, I mean the nose. A flap called velum controls the flow of the air through one of the channels. The velum is raised to cover the channel that leads into the nasal cavity in order to allow the airstream flow through the mouth for the production of oral sounds. That's the sounds that are made through the mouth. In the same way, the velum may be lowered to block the channel that leads into the oral cavity so that the airstream flows through the nose. When the airstream flows through the nose, it's for the production of nasal sounds. We have only 3 nasal sounds in English language: m, n, and ng. All other consonants and vowels are oral sounds. That is, the sounds that are produced in the mouth. Epiglottis, which is a little flap of flesh at the back of the tongue before the velum closes the trachea. The trachea is the windpipe to prevent food from entering the respiratory channel. In the buccal cavity, that's the oral cavity, that's the mouth, we have the teeth ridge, which we call alveolar ridge, which makes contact with the tongue in the production of some consonant sounds. The division of the tongue, that is the chief articulator, into front, central, and back. Tongue is divided into front, central, and back parts. Is for easier description of the functions of the tongue in sound production. For instance, the tip of the tongue, that's the front part of the tongue, together with the upper lip, help in the production of 2 consonant sounds, the, and the first one is, the second one is the. When you pronounce the first one, you use the tip of your tongue. That is what I mean. Represented by the spelling TH. The involvement up and down of the jaw influences the size of the mouth and quality of some vowels and the shape of the lips in the production of the vowel sounds. The lips are particularly important for the production of the consonant sounds m, b, and p. A second English language learner must bear in mind that culture is the people's way of life, and language is an aspect of culture. Therefore, any learner of English language must learn by imitating the native speakers. I repeat, a second English language learner must bear in mind that culture is the people's way of life, and language is an aspect of culture. Therefore, any learner of English language must learn by imitating the native speakers. Now, let us look at prelude to the speech sounds. It is noteworthy that English language has 26 letters of the alphabet, while the speech sounds are 44. The reason is that the sounds are derived from the letters. The letters are for spelling, just to indicate each word. Hence, a letter can have more than one sound depending on the word in which it occurs. For example, the vowel letter I, that is the I sound, sounds I in English and sounds I in night. The same sound, the same vowel letter I, having 2 sounds. You see why sounds are more than letters. The consonant letter G sounds G in girl and sounds J in gesture. So are some other letters. This is why speech sounds are more than the letters of the alphabet. Take note of that. Now let us look at a very crucial part of oral English. We have the 26 letters of the alphabet. Some of us don't know how to pronounce each letter. The letters that we call alphabet. Some people call it alphabets. No, we don't have anything like alphabets. What we have is alphabet. Alphabet. No S there. The alphabet contains 26 letters, A to Z. Let us look at each pronunciation. 1. A is pronounced A. A. When you want to say A, you say A, not A. B, B, C, D, E, E. Note that E, long E, E, F, F. G. You see the sound of G. G. H. This is very important. H. My students, don't call it H or H. It is H. I. Then we have J. J, not J, not J. It is J, letter J. K. K, not K. L. M, not M. M. Don't add it any vowel at the back. It's just one sound. M. N. O. We don't have O in English. English don't have O, but what they have is O. That's the diphthong, double vowels. O, 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 not O. O. P, Q, not Q. Q. R. We don't say R when we pronounce it as a letter. We don't say R. We say R. S. S. T. U. V. W. Not W. Not W. It's W. X. Y. And Z. Not Z. Z in English. Let us take a good look at the 44 speech sounds and their pronunciations in words. Let's start with the vowel sounds. Remember, the vowel sounds are those sounds that are pronounced that have loud sound. We have 20 of them, while the consonant sounds are 24. Let us look at the vowel sounds. There are 20. They are grouped into two. The pure vowels that are 12 and the diphthongs that are 8. Let's start with the vowel sounds. Number one vowel is E as in seat. 2, I as in sit. You see the difference? The first one is prolonged while the second one is short. 3, E as in pet. 4, A as in mat. 5, A as in cat. 6, O as in pot and cut. 7, O as in cut. 8, U as in pull and put. 9, U as in pull. 10, A. It is choky. When you pronounce this, you find out that it is choky in the throat. A as in bird. We have other words like cap, blood, cap, blood, hat, bad. 11, long schwa. We call the two last sounds schwa sounds. Why do we call them schwa sounds? Because they are not found in any other language, and there are many in English language. A second language, English language learner finds it difficult to pronounce them, but there are many in English language, so you must learn how to pronounce them. Number 11 is that's the long one. As in bird. You have it in shirt. You have it in girl. And number 12 is the short sound or . When you pronounce it, you find out that your voice sounds like the frog or toad. It's just like mixture of and o. You mix them together, you have the short one. That's number 12. Number 11 is its long one, or The short one is the short sound. We find it in about, not about. About, again, ado. Then let's look at the 8 diphthongs. The diphthongs are the sounds, the vowel sounds that occur in pairs. Instead of one single sound, they occur in pairs, in twos. Number 13 vowel sound is A. You see, and I. occurs in a position of a word. We find it as in mate. She's my classmate, not she's not my classmate. She's my classmate. You have it in gate. O as in goat. I as in guide, smile. Ow as in house, mouse. Oi as in boy, foil, spoil. Ear as in ear, fear, pierce. Ur, ur. Number 19 is The Igbo sound, add it to the Shua sound, You have You can hear my voice, as in fur. 20 is u. We have u in our language, so we don't find it difficult. We have u. Then we have the difficult Shua sound, We have as in pure and cure. We also have it in poor. You say that somebody is poor, not poor. She's a poor man. She's a poor woman. Let us look at the 44 speech sounds and their pronunciations in words. Examples of words where consonant sounds occur are p. The consonant sound p occurs in paper, person, pick, poor, public, repair, apple. Baby, best, buy, bring, blind, absent, about, number. Task, tell, time, tone, tune, hotel, attentive, student, boat. Day, dear, die, door, duty, admire, hidden, lady, kind. Kate, kind, kill, kilogram, sky, blank, blanket, break, take, exercise, exchange, expect, ex-wife, axis, fix, relax. You can see the lower ones from exercise. They don't contain any K letter, but the X there sound ks, ks. The X in exercise sounds ks. G, go, give, get, ground, ago, read. As in fast, female, 5, forest, fund, fry, flight, often, deaf, calf. V, vast, vain, vivid, voice, even, renew, review, invest, give, more. This is the sound that is very difficult to a second language learner. We have the second language learner finds it difficult to pronounce the sound. This sound is pronounced or produced by using the tip of your tongue. Bring it to the front part of your teeth, the front part of your teeth, and pronounce it as we have it in birth, think, thanks, thence, method, myth, earth, wealth, and we have the next one as the. This one is closer to the upper one, but not the same. While you use the tip of your tongue for the upper one, you use the sides of your tongue for the lower one. You use the sides of your tongue as in the, as in the, then, father, mother. You can see the difference? The upper one says f, as in bath. The lower one says the, as in the, than. Send, simple, song, system, street, lost, kiss, release. Cause. What is the cause of this thing? Not what is the cause. What is the cause? Present, not present. Although you have the S letter there, but the sound is Z. Present, reason, realism, advise. Advise your friend, not advise him. Advise. Always. Is, not is. It is, no. Is, was. Sh, sh, as in ship, shoe, shirt, shoe, short, shine, splash. This is another difficult sound for the second language learner. It is pronounced j, j, j. You use the sides of your tongue to the sides of your teeth. You say j, j, j. Don't add it any vowel. Don't say j or j. It is j, j, j. Now you have it in vision, pleasure, John, television, not television, television, vision. The next one is ch, ch. We have the sound in our Igbo language, so we don't find it difficult. But mark the sound symbol. Ch. It looks like T and the long S. Together you pronounce it ch. Chat, chip, chip, church, chaplain, chop. The next one is another difficult one. It's pronounced J, but we have it in our sound, in our Igbo sound, J, but mark the symbol J, as in danger, jeans, just, jump, jeep, orange, general, giant, agent, suggest, Egypt, energy, huge, gene, m, as in make, men, mind, mother, must, my, common, summer, no, as in napkin, never, night, no, nuclear, funny, student, 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 not student, student. We have it in Igbo sound, but mark the symbol for English, as in sing, ink, anya, not anger, anya, long, long, rung, song, running, not running, running. We have the next one, l, as in late, let, live, alone, close, slim, please, old, file, all. H, as in hair, help, history, home, hotel, hunt, behind, inherit. Now let us look at what we call transcription. When you might have mastered the sounds, the 44 speech sounds, then you talk about transcription. Let us see the definition of transcription. Transcription is the representation of words with their sound symbols like I, and the, instead of the letters such as A, I, TH in bath and TH in bad. You see the difference between bath and bad? They are not the same meaning. Bath is a noun, but bad is a verb. I took my bath before coming to school. I am bathing. I want to bath. I want to bath as a verb. The mastery of transcription of English words makes one speak like the native speakers, which conveys meaning to the listeners. Let us read the following. Hello, the Secretary of the Vehicle Owners Association, I am sure, will travel in a boat from the quay on Wednesday to attend to the poor in our village. So prepare to meet him. Now, my students and dear listeners, I am very happy that you listened to my lesson today. Let us look at evaluation. I would like to test you with the following 10 questions. 1. What do we call the organs that help in the production of human sounds? 2. Where does the process of speech production start? 3. What is the main function of the organ in the truth? Which organ, that's number 4, which organ can be described as the chief articulator? Why? 5. What must be present before any speech sound is produced? 6. Which name do we give to sounds that are pronounced during the vibration of the vocal cords? 7. Transcribe the short passage above. That's the short passage which says hello and so on and so forth. Transcribe it. 8. What is the name of the flap at the back of the tongue? 9. Mention any vowel sound and give examples of 5 words in which it occurs please. 10. Write any consonant sound and give examples of 5 words in which it occurs. Thank you for listening, my good listener. Thank you very much. Please, for contact, my WhatsApp number is 08111 418828. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.